against it.
Right now, on News Channel 6 at 11, thousands of Georgia families could soon have more public school options.
Plus, the possibility of a strike for members of the Augusta Transit Union could soon become a reality. What that would mean for the people who rely on buses for transportation.
And we're digging deeper into the future of the Pink Palace. But will the Chamber of Commerce tell us what's in store for that Wilkes County building? Your News at 11 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good Friday evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means.
And I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us.
Coverage you can count on begins with more charter schools coming to Georgia.
Supporters say that is good news for families. Atlanta Bureau Chief Archit Seshadri reports.
Georgia is expanding its public charter school options with 4 new schools now approved to open across the state. The new schools include a statewide online charter school, plus new campuses in Dublin, Valdosta, and Sandy Springs.
If you look at other states of size, Georgia is the 8th most populated state in the United States. We rank dead last in terms of charter school access. You take the other top 9 most populated states, they have 1 charter school for every 55,000 residents. In Georgia, that's 1 for every 118,000.
3 of the 4 charter schools were developed through the Georgia Charter School Association's incubator program. That helps founders design their schools, build community support, and prepare to open their doors.
So it starts with the academic modeling for the school, right? And so it goes back to even a founding team members, like them getting in front of families and community members to see what is most wanted in that community, right? And so for a particular charter school that offers certain dual language options or language immersion options for families and students.
Supporters say the new schools could help reduce wait lists, with more than 21,000 students currently waiting for a charter school seat in Georgia.
So bringing together a governing board that's representative of the community, holding town halls, community sessions, meetings, focus groups with the local community so that we know that when this school opens, it is a reflection of the needs and wants of that community.
Charter school leaders say finding and paying for facilities remains one of their biggest challenges, with some schools spending up to 20% of their budget on rent, maintenance, and construction. They say additional funding would help create more classroom space, expand programs, and serve more students. Reporting in Atlanta, Archit Seshadri, Atlanta Bureau Chief.
Charter schools are public, tuition-free, and open to all students.
And they offer specialized programs and flexible learning models. It is time now for our first check of the weather.
Here's Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Tracci.
Well, it was a pretty nice Friday for us. Definitely not nearly as much rain as what we had yesterday. A lot of us stayed completely dry, and that included Aiken. This is our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam showing you downtown Aiken. At the moment, mostly clear skies. Now, as for Almanac today in Augusta, we started out at 71 degrees. We had a high of 90 in the afternoon, so that puts us 4 degrees below average. And right now, it's warm. We're in the mid to upper 70s and even 80 in McCormick. Augusta at 75 degrees, 78 in Aiken. And here's our satellite and radar. A few passing clouds, but mostly clear. We will see some patchy fog develop tomorrow morning. Dew points are high in the mid 70s, so pretty much matching our temperatures. So a lot of moisture around with winds out of the southeast, around 5 to 7 miles per hour in some spots. Tomorrow morning, if you're headed out the door early, maybe heading to the Augusta market, we will have that patchy fog around 8 a.m., low 70s. And then we're hitting the low 90s in the afternoon with some showers and storms moving in. I'll have a look at that on your future cast coming up. And back to you, Jenny.
All right, thanks, Jenna. A homicide investigation is underway in Columbia. A homicide investigation is underway in Columbia County. On July 30th, emergency services found 31-year-old Latavia Moore unconscious in her home. She was taken to the hospital and put on life support. Yesterday, she succumbed to her injuries. The man on your screen right now, Willie Thomas, who is already in jail, has been charged with murder.
Well, it looks like Augusta's going to have a key voice when it comes to policies that come from the federal government. Augusta Commissioner Jordan Johnson has been appointed to the well-known building in Wilkes County, Georgia, getting a big makeover as a new business comes to town. That place is known as the Pink Palace because it used to be pink. Construction started in January. The owner and the chamber there in Wilkes are keeping the business a secret for now.
The community is so interested in this project just because it stood empty for so long, and what they've done so far is such a massive change that everyone is queuing in to all these guesses about what it could be. And the only hint that I can give is that it's not a wine bar.
Not a wine bar, gotcha. The construction is expected to finish in November.
Columbia County's first hospital is just weeks away from opening its doors, and you can get a sneak peek tomorrow. Wellstar Columbia County has 100 rooms, a surgical floor, and a medical office building. It will offer many types of surgery, emergency care, ENT, and women's services, to name a few.
We're very excited to have a community open house, and it is open to every member of the community and their family members. We want them to come out to see our hospital and for them to see their hospital and tour it. So they'll have the opportunity for self-guided tours this Saturday.
Everyone is invited to come and see the new facility tomorrow. It's on Gateway Boulevard, right across from Quest Church. There will be family-friendly activities, refreshments, and tours.
Shoppers are hitting the stores as South Carolina's tax-free weekend gets underway. If you're making any big purchases ahead of the new school year, those savings can add up. Last year, South Carolinians saved more than $1.5 million during this weekend.
Tax-free is really where we help families spread that dollar. And if they sign up for Tanger Club, then they get discounts on discounts. Plus, with Tanger deal days going on now through August 31st, there's even more discounts to really, help spread that dollar and get their back-to-school items.
Tax-free weekend runs through Sunday.
The South Carolina Secretary of State says several agencies found more than $200,000 in counterfeit toys.
When Simone started coming at him, everything changed. Immediately, all that bravado he had immediately crumbled.
Coming up, chaotic new surveillance video shows a deadly mass shooting unfolding at a fast food restaurant.
How Good Samaritans stepped in to stop even more bloodshed.
And we will have a typical summertime forecast this weekend. That means it will be hot and humid, and we will have those daily chances of showers and storms. But next week looks a bit drier. I'll have your full Viper 6 forecast with all the details when we return.
Jimmy, what are you doing?
The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. I hope you've enjoyed your Friday. It was a mostly dry day across the CSRA, and right now we're looking at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam at Augusta Regional Airport. Very calm conditions. You can see no winds right now. We're sitting at 75 degrees. Dew points are in the mid-70s as well. And across the southeast, a pretty consistent forecast, 70s and 80s all across the board. And as for our satellite and radar, we're sort of in between a couple features here. There's a frontal boundary over towards our west, and then we also have high pressure to our east out in the Atlantic. That's the Bermuda high that we see in the summertime all the time, and that is going to bring in a lot of moisture to the southeast, so that will lead to some chances of showers and storms as we head into the weekend. It's overall a rinse and repeat forecast, so rain chances are sticking around. We have the chance of some heavier downpours that could lead to some flooding concerns as well, but it's not going to be a washout. Have a 40% chance of rain on Saturday, 30% on Sunday. Temperatures still trending a few degrees below average, topping off in the lower 90s. We'll have some lower 80s along the coastline. It will be pretty cloudy, and we do have some high chances of rain. Tybee Island at an 80% chance, 70% at Folly Beach. So keep that in mind. If you're headed to the coast this weekend, that's where there is that higher chance of flash flooding along the South Carolina and parts of the Georgia coastline. But for us in the CSRA, we just have a marginal risk of excessive rainfall, so we can't rule out some flash flooding, especially in our southern counties. But once again, it's not going to be a washout, so don't worry about your outdoor plans, especially if you're north of I-20. You can see we're starting out our Saturday dry. It'll be 70 degrees with some fog, and then we're hitting the 90-degree mark in the afternoon with some of those showers and storms moving in. So like I mentioned, you can see those higher rainfall totals in the southern half of the CSRA. Definitely could see some rain in Augusta and Aiken, but those heavier downpours will most likely be in places like Barnwell County over towards Emmanuel, where we could have some isolated pockets of around 2 to 4 inches. But starting out our Saturday dry for all of us, rain starts to move in around the lunch hour to our southern counties, moving a little bit further north as the afternoon goes on, but 5 o'clock looking dry if you're north of I-20, and then all of us dry by around Saturday at evening, and then staying that way through Sunday morning, just some very tiny showers possible. We'll see a bit more coverage as we go into our Sunday afternoon, but once again, you don't need to cancel your outdoor plans. Just keep the rain gear handy and keep an eye on radar. We are back to reality next week, though. We'll have high pressure moving in. That's going to bring high temperatures back into the middle 90s and that heat index up to around 100 to 105. So starting to heat back up. However, of course, like I mentioned, we're a couple degrees below average this weekend, but still hot and humid. That heat index up to around 100 degrees. Then the heat index up to around 105 next week with mostly sunny conditions and rain chances going down to just 20%.
All right, Jenna, thanks.
Up next, new video reveals the terror of an Idaho restaurant shooting.
Plus the brave actions of those who stepped in and fought back. But first, the winning numbers from tonight's South Carolina Lottery Pick 3, 9, 5, 6.
And the Pick 4 winning numbers, 4, 6, 2, 1, Fireball 5. We'll be right back.
Think you've seen everything on your favorite show? Bandleader Doc Severinsen dresses to impress.
You look like you just popped out of the ground.
Whether it's wacky colors, mixed-matched patterns, bold prints, or fringe, Doc's fashion-forward suits certainly garner attention, especially from the boss. Doc Severinsen certainly marches to the beat of his own drum. Trumpet. Take a closer look at Antenna TV.
Antenna TV. News Channel 6.
New class of mascot Hall of Famers has been announced.
Including one of South Carolina's most beloved sideline stars.
My husband was in a pretty serious accident, which led to my husband actually passing away, which was very hard on our family.
I was 16 years old. It was incredibly traumatic.
Being able to take the burden off of you guys to handle the legal aspect at least gave you all a chance to kind of get through those first several years.
Austin and his team fought to the end. I'm so thankful that I found Austin.
If you've lost a loved one because of someone else's negligence, call Austin Jackson.
I need something that's gonna make this a can't miss event. Something catchy.
You're the real deal.
And here we go. His first career victory. Now that's football. Welcome to NXT. Let's play Trivial Pursuit. It's time for Starbucks.
Welcome to Blood.
I'm very sorry for what I've done tonight. Oh, yeah.
Dog fans, mark your calendars for dogs.
To get the weather, you need to see the whole picture. That's why Live Viper 6 gives you the Skyview network. Get a live view of traffic and weather from all over the CSRA. Available online 24 hours a day at WJBF.com and the free Live Viper 6 mobile app. The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview network. Powered by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service.
Black excellence. Its importance goes beyond just a single month each year. That's why News Channel 6 proudly presents Celebrating Black Excellence 365. Each month, we'll highlight an individual or organization who inspires their community and improves the lives of people around them. If you know a deserving recipient, visit WJBF.com and fill out the nomination form. Celebrating Black Excellence 365, only on News Channel 6.
Here's one more look at our 10-day forecast. We're going to have a high of 90 tomorrow with a 40% chance of rain and storms, down to a 30% chance Sunday and Monday, then lower rain chances throughout the middle of next week. High temperatures heating up will be at 95 degrees next Wednesday through Friday, then some higher rain chances the following weekend.
There's a new class of mascot Hall of Famers. The 2026 induction includes Cocky from the University of South Carolina, Miles of the Denver Broncos, Goldie Gopher from the University of Minnesota is in there, as is Cosmo from Brigham Young University. Oh, and going to the pros, there's Mrs. Met.
Mrs. Met also makes history as the first female mascot ever elected to the Mascot Hall of Fame. Not a bad year to be wearing a giant foam head.
No, congratulations, one and all.
So Freddie's next, right?
You know Freddie's going. Freddie has got to be on that list. That is our report for now. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it.
Have a nice weekend, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
The
The CSRA is full of amazing women. Women who inspire. Women who innovate. Women who lead. That's why News Channel 6 brings you Women to Watch.
On the last Wednesday of each month, News Channel 6 recognizes local businesswomen who are making a positive impact in our community.
Nominate someone today at WJBF.com. Sponsored by the Barnes Law Office.
Approve this message.
Giving your best on News Channel 6. Amazing people doing amazing things for our community. That's what Giving Your Best represents. Everyday heroes making a difference right here in the CSRA.
Do you know a local volunteer who goes the extra mile to help others? Nominate them for the Giving Your Best Award at WJBF.com/GYB.
Giving Your Best on News Channel 6. Proudly sponsored by Science Go, Piedmont Augusta, and Security Federal Bank.